Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News. And what am I calling this segment? Oh, this is a weekend news. Just kind of go with it. We tried this the other day. You guys seem to like it, so we'll kind of make this I guess like an ongoing thing. Basically, this will be just a compilation of a bunch of news stories that are just going to kind of get smashed up together. And in this particular case, we'll have a video to follow up with it. So yay to that. Shouts out to Doom yet again, who is a big contributor to the channel. He's one of many, but he's certainly the one who stays on top of this in a way that, you know, all of us here appreciate at GTG. So yeah, apparently, so we're gonna have a couple of small stories for you. Actually, you'll see screenshots for all of these throughout the video, and then we'll actually have a video here with Mr. Stuffs talking about Phil with Cable, Call of Duty, and cooking with the King. My bad. It brings back flashbacks. All right, so let's go ahead and just go through what the situation is. So first things first, like I said, we'll have that video. Apparently, first thing will be War Dog Hero, or War Dog Leader. Apparently, he is, there's some strange things going on with him. Apparently, he's been donating to Phil's stream and trying to bait him into a response of some type. And as Doom said himself, that's kind of a really dumb move, and you're wasting your money because you know he's just going to say thank you for the money, dummy. Unless this isn't really him. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, nefarious things are afoot. Second thing is, that's the new code word is gout. I repeat, the new code word is gout. Yes. That was from one of the subscribers to the channel. I think it was Noble Wine. I hope that was Noble Wine. Shouts out Noble Wine. Funny. So yeah, gout. Another situation we have here is apparently Phil was throwing the Banhammer down on his Call of Duty World War II stream last night. He had a little bit of a problem getting in, but apparently he was throwing the Banhammer out with a level of prejudice that makes you wonder. I looked at some of the screenshots. I didn't see anything that would be really worthy of it outside of the normal nonsense. It wasn't even really trolling, but that's neither here nor there. Also, in some of the screenshots you're going to see, some speculation as well. We also have a twit longer in there from Phil, something about the holidays. And then I have some screenshots taken off Kiwi forums where people are speculating what he's going to do. Is he going to just get sloshed? Who could say? And then something very interesting that Doom, as well as someone else, sent to us about TV tropes. I'm not familiar with this website at all, but apparently someone has actually created a page for Phil, which basically goes through, and gives you a nice little overall picture of the King of Hate, of DSP, of Darkside Phil. It lays it all out. It's really, really entertaining. And I will have that full page broken up into segments, though, on screen for you. I had to enlarge a lot of it. I just hope it's legible. So, you know, and this will be something that, if it works out, it'll be something that we'll continue to do forward. We'll continue to do moving forward. Because I would like you guys to see what I see. And so, yeah. There you go. There's basically the cut and dry of it. Let's go ahead and get into the video while you guys are checking out what's on screen. Thank you guys yet again for supporting the channel, for supporting this network, for supporting this production. And ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG network and productions. Yet again, thank you very much. Sorry, I got something here from management. Ladies and gentlemen, this comes from GTG management. We'd like to apologize for the last two videos that went up. They were supposed to be one video, and they were split up in two. Basically, like the last few minutes was lost in editing. Yet again, this is a small mistake, but we hope to rectify it moving forward. Thank you yet again for your patience, and we still hope that you enjoy. And apparently I'm getting a raise. Yay! Eggnog for everybody on Christmas. Yep. So there you guys go on that. Sorry about that those last two videos, ladies and gentlemen. They were supposed to be one video. The last 10 minutes got cut, and you know me, I was on such a roll, and I don't know what happened in the editing process. So my fault. It's something that I hope to fix moving forward. So there you go. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Like I said, thank you guys yet again for supporting the channel. This right here is going to be a new segment. I think we'll start I have to thank Doom as well as a couple other people for really giving me the idea to do this. So I hope you guys like it moving forward. So let's keep going. This is a week in news. And here we go.
Shout out to Waifu Destroyer Matt, who did a $2 tip, and he says, since the Patreon goal in October didn't get hit, maybe you should mix up the goals to increase interest. Have you thought about a live stream cooking with the king? I think that would be the goal, no problem. Hit the goal, no problem. Keep on keeping on. First of all, in my last, in the last video we did, week of news or week in news, we had actually talked about some of the people on Phil's forums who were kind of talking about Patreon and why it wasn't really working out, and had given the suggestion. Now, there's actually a video out there where Phil tries to take the idea from that forum and make it his own, and someone called him out live on stream and said, hey, give credit to this dude because he was the one who actually did it. If I could find that video, then what? Do we have that? No. Oh, okay, we'll someone try to look for it. At least we can try to put the link in the description for it, or we'll cover it at another day. Phil stealing ideas from his supporters. That'd make a good video. But so he's already well aware of this because this was on his forums. He even jumped into that thread to give his 2 cents on it. So, this is something that, his supporters have been talking about for a while. Is he going to do it? No. Or if he does, he'll do it in the laziest way possible because that's all he knows.
To do a live stream cooking with the king, I would need to find a way to live stream from my kitchen. The only thing I can think of is my phone, and I can't guarantee that the quality would be great because I've never done that before.
All right, let me stop you right there. Use the tripod because he had done that once before, and I had watched it was one of the SOK videos. I think it was Clucking with the King or whatever it was. It was like 3 or 4 hours, and they went through. I don't know if they went through all of his cooking with the kings, but they went through most of them, and there was a few situations where he actually had a tripod while he was actually doing what he had to do. Most of it he was just holding on to the camera. So why don't he just do that? Now he's gonna have a bunch of excuses, as I would expect. So we'll stop and go as we need to. But you could. Why not do that, Phil? I mean, let's be honest. It's something that people have been asking for a really long time. Yeah, everything you cook is garbage. Well, it's garbage because you cooked it. If a normal person did it, probably would look pretty good. But yet again, these people give you money every month. Give them something that they're interested in. It's obvious that your shitty fucking Patreon games no one gives a damn about that anymore. It's obvious that your perks are trash. So why don't you do something that they actually want? And like I said, even if you did have to use your camera, go ahead. It'd be just like you using your camera, and the quality wasn't great with that either. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? At least you tried, instead of just sitting there and saying like, no, I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. Let's keep going.
So number one, you may have me setting up a goal, it hits the goal, and then the quality of the stream or video or whatever you want to say is absolutely terrible. Number two, I don't know what the hell I would make, because when I did Cooking with the King, I literally made all the recipes I knew. This is what people don't seem to understand. I've said it a million times over the years, and they don't listen. The reason Cooking with the King ended is because I had nothing else to make. The whole point of the series was Phil makes really simple to make meals that gamers could easily make. I mean, think of the things I would make.
Let me cut it for a minute. First off, and as a more of a casual gamer, I've never eaten. I wouldn't eat any of the stuff that he's talking about eating, or that he had made. Not because they were terrible food, but after watching him do it, it makes you wonder. Ugh, like, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty gross. He just really botched a lot of that shit. Second, there's a nice little rumor going around that he actually took those recipes from Panda or Leanna, who was the actual one who gave him these recipes, and he just botched it because he's an idiot. So you didn't know those recipes. Those recipes were given to you, or you blatantly stole them. Whatever. I would assume every time she came to, when he was in Connecticut, she was staying with him, every other weekend or 1 weekend a month, whatever it was. She would make these things for him, and she probably even went the next step and even wrote this stuff down for him so he could make it for himself, just to show how utterly useless he is. With that being said, I don't have anything to make. You do realize that Google's your friend. You do realize that there's a bunch of apps, free apps, Phil, free, meaning that you don't have to pay anything, that you can learn how to do recipes. And I'm talking about, they break them down to like the most simplest steps. You can make something in like less than 8 steps. Super easy. these are the things that you could do, you just don't want to. Just tell them that, no, I don't want to do it. Just say it. Because you can't tell me, dude, there are YouTube videos of like, oh man, this kid was like, well, it was a group of kids actually. They were like, I don't know, like, I think they ranged, the oldest was probably like 17, and I think the youngest was like 10. And they were all like, and they had, this chef basically broke down all these recipes and whatnot. It was on a cooking show on Cooking TV, but I didn't watch it there. I watched it on YouTube. Anyway, they broke the show down where they have all these kids from different age groups cooking food and whatnot. And they all cook the exact same thing, but it just showed you from the age gap on how a meal would turn out, all following the same instructions. And guess what, Phil? It all came out the same. It looked almost exactly the same, despite age groups. So if a 10-year-old can do it, you're 35, you're the adult, you got 25 years on this youngster, what's the problem? Explain. Please explain.
Cheese, scrambled eggs, a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, French toast, you know. Those were the things I was making. And some things that I made, I fucked up. Even the most simple things, some things I would fuck up. I don't have anything else I can make. I already made my Italian sauce in videos. That's done. It's been done since 2014. I did that. So there's nothing else for me to do. And you're like, oh, I want you to start making an elaborate recipe from a cookbook of stuff. Dude, it's not going to happen. Number one, I'm by myself. How am I going to do elaborate cooking by myself? Number two, I'm not a good cook. It's not going to come out good. Like, there's no...
Well, then you could learn. Excuse me. You could learn. Just because you're not good at it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You're terrible at games, and you keep doing that. You could learn. You're so scared of you won't even try. It's like when Sons of Kojima did that Endure on you. You just lost all faith in yourself. And then you needed Panda then, because you were like, oh well, then I'll just have her do all the cooking, and then we'll see what they say about that. Which everybody had their opinion on that anyway. All right.
Point in doing this. I want to spend all this time and money making this elaborate meal that comes out like shit.
And who said it had to be elaborate? There's nothing that you do is elaborate, first off. So who said anything about it being elaborate? Just put some simple stuff together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what on this channel, as well as others, we try to emphasize. This man is totally, and calling him a man is already a stretch, but he's utterly helpless. He's useless. It was like someone put a 6-year-old into a 35-year-old's body. He can't do anything for himself. He won't even, and here's the real important thing, and this goes to the Phil supporters out there. If he can't do anything for himself, if he won't do anything for himself, like in the last two videos about him going to the doctor and getting himself checked out, what is he going to do for you guys, despite the fact that you guys give him money? If he won't even try to preserve his own health, what makes you think he gives a damn about your guys' entertainment? You guys will sit there and take what he gives you, and either A, you'll be like Panda and everybody else in his life, and you go ahead and just leave, or B, you sit there and you endure it. What's it going to be? He's basically telling you that. He's like, I'm not going to cook because I don't have the time to, and matter of fact, I just don't even want to do it. I want to do DSP Tries-Its until he's dead. Period. And he's done some sneak disses against Boogie over the last, well, for a while, for years, really. He could very well end up like him. I mean, even though Boogie's losing weight from what I've been told. I don't know, I don't really follow Boogie like that. But so look at him. He's no better. You know what I mean? This guy could have diabetes for all we know, and he won't even go and get himself checked out. So like I said, if he doesn't care enough about himself, why would he care anything about you guys? The people who give him money, the people who allow him to live and do this for a living and love it and enjoy it and be able to share his experiences with you. You know the bullshit tagline. And now he's getting to the point where he doesn't even feel the need to do that. It's not necessary. You guys have been around long enough. You take what I give you. Enough said. He won't even try to better himself.
Wow, that's a great stream for everyone. Me making a pile of shit. How about this? I'll do a live stream and I'll just shit on a plate. Cooking
That's what your sauce is.
with the king. So, see, that's what I mean. Like, there's no reason. Right, that's why it was called Poorly Cooking with the King. Because it was me basically being silly, making silly little meals. The idea died.
Now, those, and I would, and as someone who does cook, and who has friends who cook, and so on and so forth, that wasn't cooking. That's the first thing. Second thing, and this is something that I want to pose to you guys as a question. If you guys have ever seen any of these Clucking with the Kings, Cooking with the Kings, I want you guys to really, if you guys have seen it, then by all means, you know what I'm saying, you guys will kind of know what I'm talking about, and I'd love to hear your answer. If you haven't seen them, though, take a look. I would say, for the sake of DSP News, just watch 3 episodes. That's all I'm asking. And I know that's a lot. And I know I don't ask you guys for much of anything. But just watch 3 episodes and then come back and tell me, do you think he was actually eating those things after he finished? That's all I want to know. You can even tell me what episodes you saw and if you thought he ate them or not. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, will be the homework assignment for this weekend. Just let me know and whatnot. That's not mandatory, but I just love to get all of you guys' opinion. And for all of you who have seen it, let me know what episode you may have seen, if you want to remember it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And just let me know, and if you do decide to remember, what did you actually think he ate what he made? Just, you know, do you really think he consumed what he actually made? I don't think so. I really don't. I really, really don't. And for some of you who may have not have known about the pouring bacon grease down his toilet, if you guys were kind of wondering where that came from, it came from the Cooking with the King. You'll find the episode. I don't want to spoil it for you.
6 years ago. Guys, it's been dead for a million years. Here, let me put it this way. Would I consider doing a live stream special event for Patreon? Yes. Would it be Cooking with the King? No! No!
Then what are you going to do? What are you going to do that's different than what you're doing now? Cooking with the King would be interesting. Are you going to wash a car? Are you going to show people, you know, are you going to, you know, stream yourself cleaning the house? What are you going to do? It has to be entertaining. And this is what these people are asking for. These people are willing to pay you money to make shitty food. So the money's already covered right there. So what's the problem? And to be honest with you, it's probably easier than anything else that has ever been asked of you to do. Probably. All right.
Think of something else. Give up on holding on to these things from the past that have been dead for a bajillion years. And if someone thinks of something good that's original, yeah, I'll do it. I'm not going to bring back a series that I purposely ended because it had run into the ground. There was nothing else to do with it. All right? Good Lord.
No, it's because you wasn't willing to improve on it. And if that's the case, if this is a relic, it's old, it's a million years old, then what does that say about you? To be honest. You know, you're a relic, you're old, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is kind of, you've ran your course, you know, your course with YouTube has run out a long time ago. And yet you still do it. So, where's the, you know, give me some context on that.
Shout out to YOLO Dopper 10. YOLO Dopper 10, no. Let me try that again. Shout out to YOLO Dopper, who did a 10-bit cheers, what I meant to say. And he says, was the cable worth it, or you went and got a Roku stick? No. I got a Amazon Fire TV stick. And it is amazing. It's, first of all the apps that I was previously using, including WWE Network, the Netflix app, and the Amazon Prime, all run better on this Fire TV stick. They don't lag at all. The shows seamlessly resume and pause. The menus work properly. And the controller, the little Alexa controller, is amazing. It's so good. There's no delay moving through the menus at all. It's flawless. I could do voice commands. I could say, for example, when I eat dinner, I watch Star Trek Voyager. So I just hold down a button, I say, play Star Trek Voyager, and it just resumes from where I left off in the series. I don't even need to do anything. It just does it automatically. So yeah, the Amazon Fire TV stick, 2 thumbs up so far, I have to say. Visual quality, it's on par with what I had with cable. It's just as good, in my opinion, if not better. It's hard to tell, because the only show that I've watched on both is wrestling, and wrestling is pretty much 100% just as good as I had on my cable. And I could still, oh, by the way, the fast forward is actually better on this than it was with my cable box. Because on my cable box, whenever I went to fast forward, it would like fuck up and it wouldn't fast forward at the right speed, and it would like sometimes lock up and rewind and shit. It was stupid. I have PS View now. PS View is the program or app that I use on my Amazon Fire TV stick to watch television. And this week it recorded both wrestlings, watched them both seamlessly with all the local commercials, no problem. It was amazing. I couldn't believe how...
Now here's my question. Why would you care about the local commercials? I can tell you why. It's obviously for DSP tries it, so he can scope out what's coming up. But like, who cares about commercials? To be honest with you. I mean, you're on YouTube. You can see the same commercials. Even your local ones sometimes. So what's the difference? Since when have commercials been relevant? I don't understand. I'm so lost.
How good this shit was. Seriously. It was like 2 thumbs up, man. 2 thumbs up. Okay.
This is riveting. It really is.
Yes, that's correct. PS View is $40 a month for basic cable. You get all the channels. Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, I called Comcast because I wanted to see. I obviously had to call to cancel anyway. And I called them and I said, listen, I can get for $40 a month, here's what they're giving me. What are you going to give me to match? And they said, well, we could do the same package for $69.99 a month, plus taxes, plus fees, plus the rental of the DVR box. I was like, so you're telling me you're going to charge me $80 to $90 a month for what I get for $40 right now? And I said, that's it. I'm canceling the cable. Sorry. By the way,
let's actually be honest and actually break down what he said there. What he was really going to try to do was going to see if they could give him a much lower price, and he was just going to put the Amazon stick on the back burner for a little while, because he's it's obvious that he's very apprehensive about the quality of it in general. So he was probably going to see if he could get over on Comcast and then just go ahead and put the Amazon Fire Stick on the back burner until he really, really needed it. Because, especially over his last few videos, it's very obvious that he's trying to cut his costs. And he's trying to do it in a very drastic sort of way. Granted, he's waited, yet again, he's late as usual to that party. But, I guess, at least he's trying. But, Comcast doesn't have to do you any favors. They don't owe you any solids. You're just a number. You know what I'm saying? They'll drop you like anybody else. So, like when you said, you know, all right, well, I'm dropping the service, sorry. They were like, all right, whatever. And guess what? They'll spam call him in a month. If he wants to, you know, check out this special, check out that special, blah, 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 blah. And someone might con him back into it. So, give him a couple months. We'll see what happens. But what he was trying to do is he thought he could try to get over. He thought he had some type of leverage, and he was going to make that happen. Comcast is notorious for not giving a shit about stuff like that and whatnot. And then, like I said, they'll just spam call him to death. So, it is what it is.
I had stayed in the lobby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last few minutes of this is basically him in the Call of Duty lobby. I would assume most of it's dead air. We'll go ahead and listen through it, though, anyway, because, like I said, there'll be a lot on screen, so you'll still be entertained. Here we go.
I stayed in the lobby.
Oh, and as I said earlier, he was throwing the Banhammer at a bunch of people for no reason. So his patience is slowly but surely running thin, or the moderators are just, it's the Wild West over there, and they just really don't give a fuck. I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see. But let's see if he says anything interesting.
Because I wanted to stay in to just make sure I could connect tonight. And the game apparently had a patch during the time that I took my break to fix the multiplayer, and so it kicked me out. It kicked me out, so now I got to join another lobby, and we got to sit here and wait. I hope that it works.
Actually, interesting side story. So, if any of you guys who play COD, I play COD. So, there was a very interesting situation that was going on. Most of you guys, if you guys follow Call of Duty, you already know this. That some of the big Call of Duty YouTubers were already on Call of Duty a couple days early. Some people, some of the bigger Call of Duty YouTubers had the game up to a week early. Okay, so here's where things get kind of interesting. When people were having problems signing on to the server on Friday, when the game actually officially released, or street date, whatever you want to call it, these guys were already on playing. They were on Twitch, they were live streaming, they were making it happen. While some people, while some of the regular people were trying to get in, some did, some didn't. A lot of people got booted. There was like a 3-hour delay, basically. So, you know, while everybody who was relevant, quote unquote, was getting it in, making shit happen, everybody else had to sit back and wait. Here's where things get interesting. If you guys like Call of Duty Zombies, I do. Apparently, the Easter egg for Zombies was beaten before the game, well, allegedly, before the game even came out. Like, I think yesterday I had already seen the cut screen and everything. I already saw the little the video guide on how to beat it and everything. This is before the game. This is like literally when the game popped out that afternoon. It's already been beaten. Like, you know, world records have already been established for it. That's kind of shitty, man, if you think about it. And that goes back to something Phil has said about, oh, well, you know, people getting advanced copies, yada, 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 yada. I don't necessarily mind that. I'll be honest with you. I don't even really care about the fact that, you know, people had already figured out the Easter eggs for the Call of Duty Zombies. I don't care about that either. The fun part about Zombies, anyway, is just seeing how far you can go with it, and see if you can get better. At least in my, you know, the way I look at it. So there you go with that. But the multiplayer is kind of shitty, to where you were able to let certain people get in and have almost, you know, you already had the game for about a week. You know, allegedly you guys were in the multiplayer for like 3 or 4 days before the game actually went live. And yet, you know, Activision still came through on some bullshit and kept the servers down for 3 hours, or couldn't figure out what they needed to do to actually make sure it went live for everybody. Now, granted, that's a good sign, meaning that Call of Duty World War II is selling really well, and there's a lot of people trying to get on to trying to play the game. But then again, this may very well be one of the worst launches that Activision has had. It might be. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Riveting. Absolutely riveting.
Well, it looks like I got into a lobby right away, right? Mail available. Oh boy, what mail did I get? I can't wait to see. Let's find out. Oh yeah, give me that payroll. 100 payroll credits every 4 hours. Can I send some troll mail to some people on my friends list? Be like, fuck you, you suck at this game and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, how long do you think he'll actually play this game for? Now, shouts out to Doom yet again, because he called it on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But how long do you guys think he'll actually play Call of Duty? How long do you really think he'll stick with this game? He's not going to stick with it for a year. That's obvious. I wouldn't even give him 6 months. So you guys can leave it in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think.
Can I buy more contracts? I like how it looks like she's talking and she's not saying a damn thing. Get 5 headshots in any mode. Alright.
Nice pickup.
Get 3 headshots in any mode.
Good choice.
Good choice. Nice pickup. Good choice.
Don't get too excited.
I don't even know what guns I have. I don't even know what guns I'm using. So for me to buy any of this stuff would be a complete waste. I don't have the carbon yet. Or, is it carbine or carbon? I never know how to pronounce these fucking guns. I just unlocked a new one that I started using, but I don't remember the fucking name of it. What is it called? Is this it? Is it the SVT-40? Hold on. Hold on. It's the STG-44. And by the way, now I've enabled all these attachments, by the way, because I couldn't do this before because the lobby system wasn't working. I put all the attachments that should make me better aiming with this gun. The STG-44, can I buy anything for that?
Division.
Who the fuck is it? Oh, it's the last gun. Well, I can't afford it. Well, fuck it. Fuck that shit. I don't even know what a collection is anyway. I don't even know what it does.
Just like healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. He can't afford it, so fuck it.
I have no fucking clue. Alright, let's do some multiplayer. Please turn down 4 watt in the options. What the fuck does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know where the options are. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, oh wait, news. Get the season pass. Reach the prestige.
Settings.
Your soldiers.
Wait, no. Wait. Settings are at the top.
The dossier section.
Oh my god. Is this why people got banned?
Soldier.
This is settings is right at the top.
Faces I did.
You're scrolling through it now.
I did.
Wow.
Calling card I did.
Sorry.
Emblem I did.
Whatever.
Challenge. I need to do clan tag because I don't want a clan tag. Oh no. Fuck this. Emotes. I did those. But I can't change his outfit. I unlocked an outfit, a uniform earlier, and I can't figure out how to equip it on my guy. I don't even think it's in the game. I think they actually give outfits out in the loot boxes, and you can't even equip them yet.
Strong kill. You don't want to put Hate Army as your clan tag?
So what do I want to do? Featured? Nope, not available. Great. What do I want to start with? What is Gridiron? Throw or carry the Gridiron ball? What the fuck is this? Let's do a couple matches of Team Deathmatch. Then I'll switch. I'll move down. I'll go Dominations, or I'll try to do the different ones. Okay, here we go.
Oh boy, I fare miserably at that.
Flak Tower. Haven't seen this map. Welcome to the Flak Tower, biatch.
This is compelling commentary, I gotta tell you. It's amazing.
Okay.
Alright, so into that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so there you go on that particular situation. Interesting, I'm sure. And there you go. So that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Yet again, thank you to all the contributors to this channel. I gave you guys a weekend assignment. You guys can let me know what you guys think about that. What episode you saw. Maybe somewhere down the line, once I actually have screen capture and everything, we might actually go through. We'll do a back to the past of Phil's cooking fails, because I think he botched just about everything he made. I think everything he made he botched. Though, but I will say this in closing: that one of the things that I saw him make that I knew he wouldn't eat. I swore to myself he's gonna throw that away. Was this it was like this tuna melt that he made. It was an abomination on all levels. And I always told myself he's not gonna eat that. He's gonna toss it. He's definitely gonna toss it. That was gross. But like I said, some of you guys have probably seen it, so you guys know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG network and productions. Thank you guys yet again for your ongoing support. We very much appreciate it. This is the weekend news and end of broadcast.